Hello everybody, this is Sonya. I'm in Australia and I wanted to wish all you ladies out there happy Mother's Day. I'm having a good Mother's Day and it's really cool, isn't it, that we are mothers. A good thing is a good thing. Now, I'm going to do some beading today because it's Beading Sunday. I haven't given up on this, people. I have not given up on it. Now, I was showing you how to make this. It's a little bag, right? I'm showing you how to make the little bag. Now, and so if you've seen the first episode on this, that's good. So now I'm going to show you, well, we're going to keep going with it, and so I'm going to show you how to make it, put it together, right? So this is how we go about this. So now we need to pick up one bead and go into the next bead down from the top, right? Not the first one, next one down, okay? Oh no, I went too far. I went too far, Sonya. Go back. Go one down. There we go. Now it should come out there. Now pick up a bead, and I've got to go through that one and that one now. Okay, so I showed you how to do this, and then we secured it a fair bit, and hopefully I can get this long enough, and we'll have a talk, I suppose, while we're doing that, like to show you how to join it up together, and then you put a little handle on it. Less than probably 5 minutes ago, I had the little green one in my hand, and just went to pick it up then, and can't see what I've done with it. It's just sitting fair beside me. I know it is, and this is coming unthreaded. And anyway, so I had a good Mother's Day yesterday, sort of thing. Well, I've been wanting a table to go over the top of my chair out there, my recliner, and I haven't been able to find the right size. So yesterday I went up to Ken Assist. I mean, there's lots of different ones, but it had to be the right size to fit over the chair, and then I can sit in front of me and do what I want to do. So anyway, I seen this table there, and it must have been like a sewing table before, but it had a little tiny extension thing on the end of it, and it was fairly heavy. And I thought, well, there you go, because it had hinges and things underneath these parts. I can't explain that, but anyway, just imagine that, I thought now I could see how that could be extended myself. That was just my own thoughts on that. And anyway, I thought, that'd be a good idea. I can ask hubby if he can do that, because he tried to do one the other day and it didn't work because there was issues with it anyway. But we just thought, well, we'll keep on trying. So it was $10. Had a good laminated thing on top of it. So I'm going back up through there now, look, see, and then I'm going to come down here again. Anyway, so I thought, well, and of course it costs you $10 to have it delivered. And I thought, oh dear, that's a bit much. So Sonya put it on the gopher in front of myself. Okay, here's me sitting here. That's me. The table come across here with the legs going that way, either side of the steering thing here. And the table was sitting down in there in front of me, on top of me feet, nearly, sort of kept on falling on my foot anyway. Anyway, I rang Jeremy before I left up there, and I told him what I was bringing it, and I asked him if he could come and meet me part way, because I'm not that far away from home, but it was had to be going through traffic and across roads and things to get home, and I just was a bit, wary of that. But anyway, so I put it on there, paid me $10, put it on the thing, and off I goes. I went along pretty good, actually. He took it off me. I told him he didn't have to, because I was just asking him to hold up one end of it just so it wouldn't be so heavy on one side. And anyway, he carried it. So we were walking up the road and I said to him, we figured out, you know, it'd work. And then one of us said to the other one, I think I said it, I said, is it going to be high enough? He said, yeah. He said, I thought that too when I first seen it. I said, well, why didn't you say something to me, you know? He said, oh, no, it'll be okay. So we tried anyway. And I said, well, I don't know. I said, you want it? I don't want anything else in my shed, he said. So anyhow, we come home and I had to go back up the town because I needed to go. Well, I wasn't up the town. I was up the showground. I needed to go up the town because I needed to get some things up there. And he brought it inside and come back out to me and he said it fits over. So that was good. Like it was high enough. So that was good. So I went up the town. When I come home, he'd extended it. Just now I got a table out there for me. That I can just sit there and put me work on and do me work if I want to while I'm watching a bit of telly, because usually if everything's around me, it's all on top of me and I've got to get up and go out and it's all over the place and I just make a big mess. And so I've given up doing a bit of crafting out there, and so therefore I'm not getting as much done as what I'd really like to. Anyway, so hopefully I've packed up some little bits and pieces. I don't think that's going to go all the way down there, so I'm going to take these off and leave that, hang on a minute, and start another piece, eh? The birds are out there having a word this morning. So I didn't buy much at Can Assist. I've got some old books. I've got a couple of really good old books. I think they're all good. I don't know. I'll have to check. So I'm going to thread this back in here and get a bit longer piece of thread in a minute. You know, I had that needle threading doing thing here, didn't I? In front of me. Where'd it go? Probably took it somewhere else to do something with and never brought it back. Oh dear, how do I... You've got to be kidding me, I've got one in here. I have 3 of them, don't I, floating around here somewhere. Right, it's not there. You wouldn't want to put it in the book, would you? Dear, oh dear, Sonya. Oh dear. So, that was a really good thing that I got. Me table. And my youngest daughter rang me this morning really early, so that was nice, and we had a good talk, and that was really good. It was really nice to catch up. It is. And my eldest one is going to bring me some lunch, so that'll be nice. And visit with me for a minute. Okay, so let me see, where was I up to? This one here. I need to thread this, don't I? That's all coming undone. Hope I'm in the shot here. Goody. Right, I have got so much stuff in this room, and I'm here playing with, well, not playing, I'm working with a few tiny bees. I think to myself sometimes, you know, I should get in there and do some of that stuff, and then I can make more space. That's the way I'm making any space these days. So I'm going to go back in the thing below it, the row, and push it through there, you know, and take it through this other end. Maybe not this way. Put the needle through the other way if you haven't got enough cotton to put it through that way. Make sure you just push it through. You don't come through this side. It does look like little corn too, doesn't it? Yes, we said that last time. And then I can cut that off, because it's going through, back and through a few things, and it's not going to come out. And same with these others I got waving around here. I can do the same thing with those. But let's keep going so we can make a little bag for you to see before we get on. So we haven't been doing this very long, so that's all right. We've got a bit of time. Okay, let's thread this first. Now, so I've got a couple of old books and a couple of decks of cards. The cards I might use in journaling, I suppose I will use them in journaling. have got to do, I have so many days and I've got to do stuff. But you've got to do stuff, and I really want to still keep doing my channel, but I do have to do other things as well. You know, there is life things to be done as well, isn't there? So, I'm going to come down this end here and start down here by pulling it through, because after I'll go back and I'll thread them through the other way. Wait a minute, I've got both ends here together. I don't need those, I just need one piece of the thread. Righto, so this is where I'm going to start by putting it through that way, because you're going to have plenty of, if you're doing this with good sized bead, it'll work. But if you've got hole, I should say, the hole in the bead, and you'll be able to put lots of strands of thread through it and keep it woven really good together, so it won't come undone on you. You know, you want to put it to. Yeah, so I didn't have too bad a day. I got my table in. I'll show you the things after. I'll have to show you another day when I do a video, I suppose. Now, a couple of times I tried to do the videos. Right, I went up the street with the GoPro on my gopher, did a video. I got a bit way with it, and it come off because I haven't figured out yet, but I did figure out now how to put it on there. Okay, I did a video. I put it in the computer. Do you think I can find it? Meanwhile, I told hubby to take the video off the card, and he did, and so therefore that went. I can't find it. I just cannot find it. I'm going to have to do. So then yesterday, I put the thing on. We stuck it on there again to go up the can assist, so we could go through there with that. And I went to move it a tiny bit and it fell off in my hand, stuck to my jumper. Stuck to my jumper really good, just sticky stuff. Oh dear. But you know, some things are not supposed to happen, I guess, I don't know. But anyhow, I'm going to I'm going to wire it on there. I'm going to wire it on there, and I'm going to take it for a drive, okay? Because I'm really excited about doing that. The only thing with the GoPro is you can't get the sound very good, but then when you could hear every time Gertie hit one of the Gertie is my GoPro's name, and my gopher's name, I should say, my scooter. I call her Gertie, and every time she hit one of the cracks in the road, like on the footpath, it could clunk, clunk, she was going, and it didn't. You could hear that noise. I never spoke because I didn't think it had any volume, but obviously it did have, because I seen a thing on it that. I went back to the shop and I said to the girl there, I said, you know, there was no volume on that thing. Oh, she said, yeah, I know. And I think, you know what, there is, but I found it later on. You've got to keep on trying these things. And I'm not giving up on it. I'm going to make it work. Because then I went and had a card put in my cameras, my phone. And there's not a smartphone, but it's not very clever either. I tell you, oh dear, this technology thing just got me. You know, I just can't seem to cope with it a lot. So, but anyway, so I'm going to go back in that last one there. It does too many things. It's got too much on it. It's just, you know, I want to go back to the world where we had a stop and a go and a volume. And that was it. There wasn't all these apps and things, and oh dear. Stop, go, volume, that didn't hurt us. We had it all worked out, you know. Ring somebody without having to go through all this doodah. But anyway, it's just only for the young to understand, is it? Well, I'll get the hang of it. I got the hang of the computer. Well, other than the fact that I can't find. But as I probably told you before, when I went and did a course years and years and years ago, we didn't learn a lot. He told us a lot about the insides of them, which was a bit silly. Why did we want to know that? I don't know. We weren't going to make one. This is a laptop, you know, but the computer, and we had to do a few things, and the comment I got from the teacher was, when you put something in here, Sonya, make sure you put it in a folder or somewhere so you can find it. So, I still haven't worked it out. Oh dear, I find the things that I put up with this, you know, with this camera, I can find them perfectly fine. They go to where they're supposed to, but I don't know where that other thing went. I might not have loaded it in properly. I've got to stop talking now, I've got myself hoarse. But anyway, so my youngest daughter's moving back into her first house that she was in there. She went down there, she's going back to live there on her own, so she seems happy now about that, so that's good. And I'll be excited I can go and visit her maybe. I might see if I can go see how she's going. I have been trying to do those tags for Brooks competition. I'm 2 behind. I've got 2 to go, like the one that she did this Friday coming and the one I was supposed to do last week. I haven't even watched the one that she did this time. I'm still working on the hexies. I'm doing these tiny, tiny, weeny little hexies. I'm sorry about this snivelling, and I've got to get a drink of water. I might be talking too much. You think? Okay, still got a bit to go, look at me. Isn't that the right colour thread? Look the same as, yes it is. That's okay. Maybe I'm not just doing it tight enough, I don't know. But I'll be able to go through and just pull it back in tighter. You can, as I'm doing the next bit. Okay, so I should probably get rid of all these, shouldn't I? But I want to wait till I've finished. Maybe. Yeah, I'll wait until I finish and then I'll start pulling them back through there. This is really easy to do though. I mean, it really is. Once you get the hang of it, I mean, it's only a matter of just going along. As I'm hoping I've still only got the same 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, but it's not gathered up as much, is it? I don't know whether that's the days or what I've just done before. I'll have to see. Wait a minute, I'll have a look. Now that was not right. Actually, I think I've seen somebody do it like that before. Thread the thing through, then push the needle in it. But you've got to go through that way and then pull the needle back through this way. Okay. Right. That's you. I'm gonna do it. Start it from this end here. Maybe I need to go in there and just run them back and forth through. But now that I've threaded this needle, I really, really, really want to start like down here. And just the first one, the second bead down you go through, and this time you go back and through the next one. You always go back after the first bead, you just go back to the next one and then the one down, okay? I don't know if I got many questions on my videos just lately, so I don't know. I'm not getting as many views either, so I don't know what's to go with that, but that's okay. If people don't want people got other things to do or things to watch, I suppose. Excuse me. Don't think I've been putting up anything too exciting though. I need to not worry about that, don't I? I really do. I've been officially, the 17th of May is my birthday, and I will officially be a aged pensioner. I don't know what I think about that. I went up there Friday and I had to wait for the thing because I got all my work, all my paperwork, and off I goes. And I sat there and I waited and I had my turn. And the lady was really nice and turned me into an aged pensioner. That was lovely of her. And to me, I'm not old at all. My body is. I reckon most of us feel like that anyway. We're not really that old. I'm going to do one more row, eh? And then I'm going to turn in a tiny little purse. There. Once upon a time that probably would have bothered me saying that to me. I had a friend of mine years ago, and she turned 30. Oh, goodness me, she was in a bad way. She got so upset. She was 30. Yes. It's not something that's ever bothered me, getting older. No, I'm pleased to be. I'm glad I am. Otherwise I wouldn't be, would I? See how I'm looking at it. Definitely don't want to be young again. Some people do. Some people like to be young, I suppose. I'm not that. No, I'm good like I am, thanks. Younger needs and that'd be all right. But your body's got to can only stand so much, I suppose. Is that big enough? Let me see. I think so. I think it might be. What do you reckon? Okay, so now let's do some going backwards and forwards till we make it really tight. Oh, well, as tight as we can. Just go back and through each row with using up your thread. Come here. I'm hoping though that I did it tight enough while I was going along, so we hope that was all right. Hope it's tight enough. All right, that's. Can't get it. Doesn't want to come out of the right one. Come out of there. Come on. So what colours will I have my fingernails done next time? I think I might go and have them done gold. What do you reckon? I don't know. Gold with white on them. I don't know. Just was thinking that would be really cool. Was. That's what I thought. Some of my thoughts. I must have run these back through, did I? Well, they've gone through more than once, so it'll be fine. Just trim that off there carefully. Don't cut that little pieces going up along there. Now this bit can come off. I think these are right. Maybe I could just thread that one up there a bit further. This one here. Just make that a bit tighter. That might be okay. I think I'll cut them off because it wouldn't be just ended off there, hopefully. We'll have beads everywhere if we do that. So, now you want to turn this up in half. Right, where's the piece of thread? Here's the piece of thread. Look at this. Oops. You still there? Can you see what I'm doing? Am I doing this in the right place or not? I don't know. I keep forgetting to look at the camera. I don't think about it. Look at that, I threaded that without even thinking about it that time. So I didn't need you after all, you. Now, I'm going to just use one strand. Oh, hang on, I might not have did enough rows. They might have to be even, but then I can have that bit at the bottom. See there? See where you got two to go? Two there, two there, two there, two there, two. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So there's 5 and 5, and I've got that bit at the bottom, but that's okay because that looks purse-like, probably. So let's come through from this side. Right. Let's go back. Go over the top one. Go back through 2. And then bring it back up again. Go over this one. We're just trying to secure this, okay, by going, there's no rules to which way you go. Just go back and forth through a few beads there for a minute, or for a bit. On your 11th row, see there it is there. Then you're going to pick up this piece here between the two of them, the threads, and you're going to put an overcast stitch in that. You're just going to pick up these threads, go through there, go underneath them. Go underneath your threads. Keep it. If you do an even number, it will go together easier, but by the time I finished cutting them off and realised what I'd done, it's, you know, not even, but it doesn't matter. I could still put more on there, but you don't have to, because it can have a better shape to it, I think. That's my opinion anyway. That's my thoughts, and I'm sticking to those. Right, now, I'm going to get some more beads. I might just get a smaller one. These are tiny, aren't they? But they look good. I haven't even opened them. I haven't opened these other ones yet. No. They're closer to the colour. These are closer to the colour. I suppose I could do a different colour, but I'll have these. Now these are only very thin, very fine. And you thread these on. 2, 3, 4. It doesn't matter how many you put on here. This is up to you. Depends on what you want to make, right? Now I'm looking at this as being not very big to hold anything, so maybe it will just be a small handbag that maybe you could put in a doll house or something. I don't know, small purse. It's up to you. So what we're doing now, we're making the handle up here of this, right? Whoops. Fly away on me, back here. Yeah, it's going to have a fair few, isn't it? Because these are only tiny. And I think it needs to be a different size. The handle needs to be a different size from the ones that are on there. Even the bag made with these tiny beads would be nice. But I did them a bit bigger so you could see what's going on, okay? So you could see the actual idea of the thing. I have to take it back down there and pick up. I'll come back over it in a minute when I've done over the other side. I'm going to take it across here, but I'm going to have it a bit longer than that first. Maybe if you move the camera so that might help. Okay, goodness, I hope you can see this, because I don't have time to do another video today. I'm going to just have to do one quickly in the morning, because I've got somebody coming to see me tomorrow, so I need to do this. Anyway. What do you think about that? Is that about right? You just got to figure out, like an eyeball, how yes. Very good. Barbie could wear this on her arm, I suppose. We all would know who Barbie was, wouldn't we? Really? So now you go down into this part here and loop these through. Wait a minute. No. Go back, Sonya. You've made a mistake there. Go through that way again. I'll go under this twice. Maybe I should have did that on the other side as well. I'll see what happens anyway. I might have to go back over there and do it. I'm only going to go under this once to start with on this. If you wanted to, you could put a bead on this piece coming down here, if you felt like you needed to put a bead on it. You know, or you can have it like that. It doesn't look bad. It looks okay. There's a little handbag there. Look at that. Isn't that cute? And it has a opening in it. Look, see, you can put all your money in there. Yes, so that's really cool. I do like how that worked out. But you could add a bead and then bead it up along here, but I don't know whether I would do that, because it's only a little thing. If you make these and you do them a bit bigger, I've got a blue one here somewhere. I think I showed you that the other day, so I can't really say that I can see it now anyway, because but I made it a bit like about that big square, and then I put a long handle on it, and you can wear it around your neck for it. And I did it exactly the same way as what I did this one. So that's how it works. And I'm just going to go back through these here. But you can also do it, it's not sitting very straight for me, I don't know what I've done here. It's because do yours even, okay? When you do those things, make sure they're even. When you do your rows of beads, do 12 or whatever, or 10, but I did 11, of course. And that made it different. You can put a little thing on there for a latch if you wanted to. Put a little latch on there. I just like to go through here and backwards and forwards until I've finished running out of cotton, because I think it makes it sturdy. It doesn't take much to do it. You just go through and back, and just, you could probably even make one like that for yourself and use it. Of course you could, why not? If you felt like beading for that long, but it doesn't take long once you get the hang of it. It doesn't take long once you get the hang of it. It's easy. Easy. There you go. So I hope you enjoyed that. You see what I was doing? So hope you enjoyed that. Maybe this could be a bit tighter. Look at that, I've got a bit loose there, Sonya. You got that bit loose? Never mind. It's there you go. Well, you can thread it up through it. But he said you couldn't rethread. Go around here again. Go round in through these beads and tighten them up a tiny bit. Okay. Come on, through. I'll just do that, man, and then come back and get them. Get back here and pick it up where I was. It can be fiddly, but I find if you work with something long enough, it gets easier. It does. I'll just go down in this piece here. I'm just going to end that off there. Very good. Now all I need is a little something to stick on there. I wonder if this would be too big. I wonder if I could stick one of those on there. That might look good. That might work, eh? If it'd stay there. I might find some glue later and stick it on. It's stuck to me really well. I just don't know how that happens, but it does. So now that it's got that little bead thing there, it does look like it's a bag, doesn't it? Okay? So there you go. There's a little bit of beaded bag for you. And then you can still put your your money in there, so your diamonds. Well, you could put diamonds in there too if you wanted to, couldn't you? But do yours even. I mean, this looks okay and it didn't work, but if you want to do it even, it's easier than to side up the sides here, which wasn't that hard anyway. It doesn't matter if you can see that. It's got to be put together somehow, doesn't it? I was thinking too, you could go, anyway, I won't do that to you. I won't say that. I'll just let you do it like that, okay? So thank you everybody for watching, and I'll hang on a second. I can do this. I can show you a couple of things then. Wait a minute. Where's this come from? The lid out of here. Right, Sonya, you're confusing yourself now. I'll put them back in there now. Let me see. These are some books that I got. Look. I got this book, and I actually knew this man one time. And it is a first aid to injured. It says observation, tact, something. Can't see what that says. Dexterity, sympathy. Anyway, it must be something like and it is really in good condition, and it's fairly old. I'll stop that there and I can just watch the clock here. So there's the man's name there, but I think he's long since not here anymore. But there's this body thing there in that front of it. He's got his name and that in there. This says March 1936 on here. And in it, it says it was, I think it was printed in 1934, this book itself. Because that's the last number that's on there. It's the St John's Ambulance Association. It is from textbook of the St John's Association, being the Department of, yeah, okay, we won't read all that. Pennies in them days. It has got some really good bits and pieces in here. I mean, I don't think I'll be able to using any of it. But see this, oh, it's all got squished there. But this must have been what the ambulance ladies wore. There's the stuff they had with them, iodine. And all in here is for all, that's your appendix, index, not your appendix. And your appendix too, like it said, it sounds like that, doesn't it? And, you know, how to wrap your leg up, and there's a few pictures here of people doing stuff. The ambulance man helping the people. And really cool, isn't it? I think it is. I don't know whether I want to destroy this or not, you know, because I won't be reading it, you can guarantee that, because you don't like looking at those sort of things. And then I got this. Now, this man was actually, he had a printing place here in the town a very long time ago. So this is a practical printer, this says, and it is in really good nick, really. It's worn out and old, but it's been good nick. And it's got all its bits and pieces, and his name in here. This was $1. So I don't think it come from Australia, because back then we still had pounds, didn't we? This one here is 1906, is the oldest, last sort of thing, and this is the 5th edition. And there's and this is about, really, actually this is quite interesting, really, because it's very detailed about the fact, all these things. Wait a minute, I'll show you what I'm talking about. Hang on a second. It's got composition. I used to hate doing composition at school, but I guess you need to know, you know, how to write a story properly. I write stories, but I'm not really into the composition part. And this is sort of the things of the impressions for the sheet of 24 contains 48 pages. See, it's really it's tricky. See, here's about printing this bits and the size way the paper goes, and then there's the things in the further on here about this table V and the weight, and must be the paper, could be price. I don't know what this is. It is interesting. Stock and shipping department. Number required sheets. Table for giving out paper. Calculation to reams, something, and sheets. It's just got a lot of stuff in it, hasn't it? This is cool. Nice. This is nice. Good scrapbooking. Okay. And it tells you all about printing. And he was still doing this, had the print shop. Actually, I don't know how long he's been gone. I think he's been gone a little while. He's gone a little while. Yeah, well, this is 1906. This one was published in New York. The publisher in New York. This was. That's intriguing to me, isn't it? I don't know if I'd sit down and read it, because I couldn't really understand maybe about. But if you wanted to know about this sort of thing, if you wanted to be a printer, I suppose that would have been a good story to have. Okay, now I've got a couple of minutes or seconds or something to show you Maybe not. Can't reach it. What else have I got? Anything else over here close by that I can show you that I got? No. Oh, only these cards, and they're not that interesting, are they? These aren't too bad, I suppose. These have got United States of America Federal Reserve note. They're $1,000. Okay, I can put them in something. I thought. And then I got the innovations. We used to play cards a bit, the family. I loved the game of euchre, but that's only because I learnt that when I was only real little. My step grandma or whatever she was had a thing for it, and she taught us kids how to play when we were only little. And then there's, oh, he's a pretty good looking clown. I don't like clowns. He don't look too bad, does the innovations? I don't know what they are. Probably all Merry Christmas ones. But he's not a bad looking clown, that bloke. And I don't like them. I think they're horrible things. They scare me. They'd be scaring you, yes. Anyway, so I better get going, and I'll talk to you later. Be good, have a good day, and stay safe, please. Please leave a comment. Subscribe if you haven't already. Go back and watch some of my videos, because I have got a lot of really good stuff up here. And, I don't know, just give me a like, thumbs up, all that sort of thing, you know. I've got all that in the description box anyway, if you want to go have a look. There's a lot of stuff written in the description box, but it's the only way I can tell you is because I can't remember all the time what to say, because I'm trying to think about what I'm about to do. Okay, so thank you for watching, everybody, and I'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.